You ever see the casting?
Haven't seen him.
How about John Hathaway?
Nope.
Faded out.
2.
Gone. Like this
I realized there's still boxes in it, so I didn't want
Jeff
to.
Shadrack. I lost my way. 'Cause I was running against the wind.
My face? Yeah, your face. My face. Right, she said your face, your face.
Inmates have the keys. That's the problem. Yeah, prisoners. Oh, you guys. Take them over.
It's not complete without the ark. Except for we need to move that
Yeah.
propane tank.
I don't have to get my
How long did it take you to make this cake, ma'am?
Oh, I think that I've probably invested about 30 hours. 36 maybe. I stopped counting after a certain point.
Wow. Very nice.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. Her cake is beautiful. I had no idea I was doing a Space Needle until about Wednesday of this week.
Till Wednesday?
Till Wednesday of this week.
Wow. Amazing.
And then I got a picture from the newspaper and just started cutting out pieces and put the final bracing in this morning.
Looks good. Looks really good.
Well, it's certainly not, I mean, there's a few showpieces here that have such quality and precision that, but the whole idea of the piece is that it represents all of what the Seattle Center has to offer, all its various venues, and it's just not complete without the Space Needle towering behind it. So.
That is correct. 40 years. Good shot. And we'll just kind of walk down along here. Oops, sorry. Not bumping anything. A slow look. Wow, look at this.
There are scissors right here. Oh, voila. I'll give you my card and we can do it for you. Oh. You can slice back there, it's okay. Yeah. Welcome to Seattle. You're just visiting from New York?
Yes, we are.
Good. This is a wonderful thing to come.
That's a cake that you're making here. What made you decide to first tell us your name and how you got involved in this and put
My
this cake
name's
together?
Erica Benson, and I'm working with Bocce Catering. And the chef, Karen, decided she wanted to do a roller coaster because we thought it would be really unique. And so it's a roller coaster made out of strawberry cake filled with a strawberry rhubarb mousse and coated in vanilla buttercream with strawberry jam on the top. And everything is edible. Chocolate boxes and chocolate dipped strawberry people. And Pernod truffles for light posts.
Oh wow! So this whole entire cake right here, this whole entire cake is edible, correct?
Everything except the dowels here, and that's it, and the board, and everything's edible.
Wow.
And that's
Volunteers of America, volunteers of America, volunteers of America, volunteers of America. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And we sort of keep an eye on the traffic that way. Yes. Need to start showing into the Tacoma Dome so I can avoid anything going to the bus stop now.
Oh, so you're greeting some of the viewers. This is for public access.
I gotta tell you,
what's your name, sir?
Oh, I'm Todd Johnson from Como.
Oh.
This is an incredibly difficult job. Now, normally I forecast the weather every day. That's a piece of cake compared to figuring out these cakes. These guys, this is good stuff here. They're very, very difficult, and they have some very challenging categories for us to select from here today.
I see.
So you can see all my blanks are still empty, which means I have made 0 accomplishments so far. But
0 accomplishments.
That's okay. By the end of this day, this is all going to be filled out, and then these cakes are going to be devoured by all these people.
So then you started this forecast for today.
Yeah,
over there.
well, when it gets to be sunny, then come back and talk to me.
Okay. So let me ask you this.
Sure.
Did you grow up here in Seattle?
No, actually I didn't. I grew up in Dallas.
In Dallas?
Yeah, but have spent a lot of time here at the Mural Amphitheater. We do a big fireworks show on New Year's Eve, and have spent a lot of time here, and of course during the summers and everything. So this is a great place, and it's really cool that it's 40 years old.
So tell us about. I'll be very short. Tell us about your new studio over there, Como Studios.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about that. You can go out in the plaza. It's
Sure.
brand new.
Yeah, we built a whole new thing at Fisher Plaza that allows us to have all these decks that overlook the city, and you can look back toward the Cascades and out to the Olympics and the water. It's a really, it's a neat place. We went from a place where we were jammed into a really small area to a place that has a lot of space, and it's really nice, and everything is state of the art, so it's very cool.
All right, well, thank you.
Sure.
Todd Johnson,
Yep.
Como News.
Yep, that's me.
Some numbers. There are a few other judges that have
Hey, here we go.
Nice to see you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey, what a nice person.
here is an icon from Cairo TV.
Yes, here I am, Miss America.
Gertrude, good to see you.
Good to see you. I mean, JP will be here in a minute.
Ah,
There he is over there.
there he is.
I guess I have.
Good old Curt and JP, they were back in Cairo TV back in a couple of years ago. If you're a Northwest icon around here.
58 to 81.
1958 to 1981.
Pardon me, man. Pardon me. I'm a job.
So it's cool to say. Exactly.
Oh my goodness, you startled me. Hi, how are you? Who's this guy? Which one of you is from Cairo? I know I can read. Yeah, nice seeing you. You know, you take so many pictures. Why don't you give me the camera? I'll take a picture of you.
All right. Okay.
There we go.
There we are.
There.
Okay.
Is the red, do I push the red button?
It's rolling now.
Oh, is it?
It's rolling now.
Okay. Let's have a nice hand for this photographer.
Thank you.
And he's auctioning off this camera. What do I hear? Who wants this camera? $5. Do I hear 10? Do I hear 10?
10?
Thank you.
All right,
We have to look at all the cakes here.
Little clowning around. JP Patches.
Wow, this is very nice.
All edible.
This is all edible? Yeah. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, I saw you on John's. Very good. Yeah. Really cute.
What's your name? Hi, Sue. Guess your wife?
Very good.
Make up 1,000. I got a lot of What is in that thing? Can I come down to your place on Monday and your place on Tuesday? I'd say that's pretty darn good, so I'll sit out there.
Here's some of the people that put the cake together. Hi, where are you guys from?
Sheraton, Seattle.
Seattle Sheraton. Ah, I worked there. Nice place. So what did it take to put together this cake here?
I'll speak to that.
Okay, and you are, sir?
I'm Wally Wahlberg, pastry chef at the Sheraton Hotel. And yeah, we have an espresso chocolate truffle torte. And basically it's just chocolate and coffee, and then all the it's poured in a chocolate ganache, and then all the decorations are made of either chocolate or gold sugar and all the bright colors.
How long did it take you to put this cake together?
We have about 30 hours into it, I'd say.
What made the Sheraton Hotel get involved with the Seattle Center and the 40th anniversary?
Well, Seattle Sheraton's just, you know, happy to be in a neighborhood partner business with all these folks, and it's just a thing to do.
All right, and your name is again?
Wally.
Wally. Thanks, Wally.
Thank you.
Now we'll go around front and look at the cake.
Wonderful cakes that all the chefs here in the city of Seattle have put together for Seattle Center's 40th birthday. Thank you all. Oh, okay, I'm coming in and out. We'll work as best as we can here. This is everybody's chance to take a look at the cakes. Then in about 15 minutes, we're going to have the judges' decisions on who's going to win the awards for today. Then we're going to have an opportunity for everybody to sing happy birthday to Seattle Center. This could be better. Once again, everybody's a chance to come up on the stage and take a look at all the 12 cakes that all the pastry chefs here in Seattle have put together for the Seattle Center's 40th birthday. We thank all of you for coming out. In about 15 minutes, we'll have a quick program to honor our judges that are judging all of the cakes. And we're going to find out who's best in show and sing happy birthday for everybody. And then after that, then we're going to invite everybody who's here to come on up and eat cake and ice cream. Everybody gets a shot at that. Also to note as well, too, for those of you who have brought your kids with you, we've got this as a family affair as well, as it always is at Seattle Center. If you look behind you towards the Children's Theater, we have free whirly rides up there right now, provided by Clowns Unlimited. So all the kids can get on the rides and go sliding down on that. And then also next to it, by the main entrance, we have as well, too, the winners for the cakewalk. And you get the chance also to decorate your own cake. And to go along with that, we are also the Seattle Center Foundation is offering a chance for you to become part of the next 40 years for Seattle Center. And by doing that, you can buy a paver that will go into the new Fisher Pavilion, which is going to replace the Flag Pavilion off to the west here, just towards Key Arena. If you haven't seen our construction going on there, it's pretty exciting. And then also we have the construction going on off of Mercer Street for the new Marion Oliver McCaw Hall. So
I was trying to get away. I was just trying to share.
Would you get over here?
Oh, we gotta look at the lights. I just want to say thank you.
For what?
Well, when I was here, you guys.
I know he's got his time on his desk.
How are you? Oh, say hi to them. That's your wife? I'll tell you what. I'm going to give you a sucker if I can guess your age. How many guesses do I give? How about 3?
3, yeah.
Okay. 48.
No.
61.
No.
I only get one more chance. How about 8?
Oh, I'm correct.
Is that right?
For one more day. His birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Same as the Space Needle.
Oh, you're not 8.
I am. Tomorrow's my birthday.
How old will you be tomorrow?
9.
He got it.
Well, close enough.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
You guys are great.
Oh, here's our photographer again. Did you get a sucker?
Sucker for a sucker.
Hi, Grant.
JP, how are you,
Thank
sir?
you.
Stick around and have some cake?
Oh, you betcha. Okay, we're trying to be.
All right, how's it going? I love you.
What is it? Every other Tuesday or one Tuesday of the month, you guys are over there?
I can't.
Say 50. Right. Like you guys when you work, you know.
Well, there are some. I know that channel. The mayor just canceled it. His word is law. Let's have a nice hand for the mayor here today. Let's have a boo for Gertrude. Boo.
Wait a minute. How about that mayor's policy of the potholes being fixed up in 48 hours, huh? Huh? All right. We got a mayor with
Hasn't
guts,
fixed
and
my
that's good.
pot. I still have a pot.
They don't have that much blacktop.
I have a few suckers here. Who would like to get one of these suckers?
Go for it.
Hold up your hand, you know, if you want a sucker for $1 a piece.
Hey, no remarks about your wife,
Okay,
sir.
come on up here.
What's his name?
40 years old.
It's 40 years old.
Wait a minute.
1962.
What's your name? What's your name?
1961.
Harry.
Take it. Will you give him the candy?
Forgot I was wearing my super clown underwear.
Hey, what's your name, sweetheart? What is it?
Star.
Who?
Star.
Star. Everybody say hi, Star. Hey, you're okay. Storm. Okay, cross that out. Everybody say hi, Storm.
Hi, Storm.
There's John Curley. I heard that.
Anybody else?
Oh, you entertainers, you're all alike, aren't you? Who's the homely fella there to your left?
Hi. Always afraid of Gertrude. That's okay, honey. I'm afraid of Gertrude, too. Okay. How do you know I won't hurt her? I'll tell the mayor to go home. Anybody else want a sucker?
Leave the mayor alone, he's busy.
You got a sucker already. You only get one sucker.
Come on.
Hold it. Don't run away with it.
Yeah. Oh, you can start singing if you like. Go ahead. Steve. Everybody say hi, Steve.
Hi, everybody.
I'm not talking to you, whoever you are. Think this is easy, don't you?
Check out Gertrude's shoes right there. Between, there we are.
Okay. Anybody have any questions?
Oh, sure, you want
Anybody have any answers? Oh my goodness, look at this princess. Turn around, come up here, honey.
Hey, she's a princess.
Turn around
wow.
so everybody can see you. Everyone say hi, Your Majesty.
Hi, Your Majesty.
Here you go,
Wow.
honey. What's your name, Princess?
Shay.
Princess Shay. Hi, Princess Shay. Okay.
Okay, see you later, Princess Shay.
Okay. She's bashful. That's okay.
That's all right, leave her alone.
Right.
She's okay. She's doing fine.
Anybody else? Wait. Here's a Yankee. Let's see if we can catch this sucker. Are you ready? If you catch it, I'll give you $100.
Yeah, $100 right here.
Okay.
Wait a minute,
two,
wait a minute, wait a
three.
minute, wait a minute. Oh, darn.
I didn't get $100.
Oh, those Yankees lost again.
Okay,
Isn't
now
that
catch.
too bad?
If you catch it this time, Gertrude will give you a kiss.
Yeah, step right up here so if you get a kiss. Oh, thanks a lot, pal.
Hello. Here's an angel. Get a kiss. See, I can read. It says angel. What is your name, Angel? Alex.
Her name is
Would you
Alex.
like to have a sucker? Okay.
One more time, everybody. Say hi, Alex. Hi, Alex. Way to go.
Okay, we're going to turn this over to some real professionals.
No, we're
John
not.
Curley.
Wait. No. You want to say that again?
Let's have a hand for John Curley, host of that
this.
very popular program,
Hold this.
Almost Live. If the mayor got it, John
The
Curley
mayor
can get
got it.
too.
You get it.
Thank you, JP. You know, I don't mind the makeup. It's just the disease that goes with it that bothers me, Gertrude.
I hope you had your shots.
Already it's swelling. Welcome, everybody, and happy birthday to the Seattle Center.
Okay, I'm not kissing you.
There will be free cake, and there will be ice cream as well, if you're all waiting in line for that. Plenty of it. My fondest memory of Seattle Center, they asked me to just quickly comment on that. The great thing about Seattle Center, every time you come down here, you make a fond memory. I'd like to make a fond memory right now of Seattle Center. Hey, Lace, if I could get a picture of my baby Charlie with JP Patches, that to me would be my fondest. JP, come back here.
Daughter.
This is my daughter Charlie.
Oh.
Right over here, JP. Charlie O.
She likes me better than you. And I know how to change diapers, too. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe she doesn't like me better than John. Okay. Oh, Gertrude frightened her. Okay.
Interesting. Her bottom sometimes looks a lot like your mouth, JP.
Oh.
A little Desidex will clear that right up. Helping me out with the great honors of wishing a happy... We get my baby back? Please. Helping me out with the honors today is the executive director of the Seattle Center, Virginia Anderson. Nice round of applause for Virginia Anderson.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice to see you. 62 that the World's Fair opened in Seattle. And if you look back 40 years, it's pretty darn amazing to even think that they were going to plan on hosting the entire world here in the Northwest. And at that time, so much of what you see is still the legacy of that. You know, the Space Needle started as a drawing on a napkin, and people sitting saying, we really need a symbol. We need something that's pretty darn big to carry this off. And the Science Center, which now has become one of the major institutions in this region, began as a temporary building, a 6-month building. So it's a pretty amazing day, John, and John's here to celebrate this whole thing with us. And thank you for being here.
Thank you very much, Virginia. And also to think that when they built this, it was just supposed to be temporary.
It was all supposed to be 6 months. A couple of the things, like the Coliseum, were going to become the Coliseum and
Right.
have a longer life, but a lot of it was 6 months.
Right, and then they would knock it down and put parking up.
Then they were going to, well, they started talking pretty soon about a civic and cultural center.
Right.
And started changing their mind, but the original planning was that we'd
we do some real transportation stuff.
The other amazing thing about it is it was all done and delivered on schedule and a little under budget.
And it opened.
Where's the mayor?
Yeah, right.
You hear that? On schedule and under budget. Of course, that was 62. Everybody's getting paid 50 cents an hour back then. And JP Patches was considered good entertainment back then, so times have changed.
Oh.
Hey, 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 hey! I can heckle him. It's all right. He'll get me later. Virginia, why is the Seattle Center a place where the world comes?
I think it was part of the original concept, actually. If you look at the International Fountain, it was designed by people from Japan at the time with a theme of unity, about bringing the world together. That was the theme underlying the World's Fair about Century 21, is that we would all be coming together as a world, and I think this community stayed committed to that for 40 years.
There's always something going on. What's going on now at the Seattle Center?
There's always, well, this is going on. This is pretty fun.
Right, I forgot about
You're
this.
here. That's pretty fun.
Well.
It's also the weekend for the Japanese Community's Cherry Blossom Festival, and there's a lot of the festival activities. That's only one of 13 cultural festivals that take place, and that's all weekend at the Seattle Center Pavilion and in Center House.
Always something going on, as all of you can attest to. That's why you're here. It's great to have everyone. There will be cake served very shortly. As Marie Antoinette once said, let them eat cake, and you all will have cake in just a little bit. We've invited some of the best chefs, actually the best chefs around town, to come here and make what they think would best represent, next round of applause, best represent the best cake for the Seattle Center's 40th birthday.
And they are amazing.
And we've also asked some celebrities, which are not hard to find when it comes to free cake. Shush, Nicole. So, okay, we'll get you some cake. Virginia, you have the honors of introducing our fine celebrity judges.
I will, and if the judges will raise their hand or stand up and say hello. From the Seattle Seahawks, linebacker Isaiah Vinsky. Sorry. Let's try again. Kazavinsky. How's that? Thank you. From, well, I'll try to do better job. Cairo TV, Tony Ventreella.
Tony Ventreella.
From KCPQ, Channel 13, Peter Alexander. I think John's already done a good job of introducing JP Patches and Gertrude.
There they are.
Okay. Seattle Times columnist Nicole Broder.
Yay.
Yay.
We'll give out your email a little later on if someone has a problem with you. Okay.
City of Seattle Mayor Greg Nichols has been introduced, but here he is for a judging. A member of the exciting Sonics team that you'll remember. Slick Watts. And from the Seattle Post-Intelligencer, Laura Vesey.
Is Laura here? Laura's not here. Mark that down, Nicole. The PI is not here, yeah.
Okay, and from Como TV, Todd Johnson.
Todd Johnson from another station.
And from Cairo TV, Brad Good.
Also from another station. Okay, our masters, creative masters of the day, we will introduce you to them as we, let's start right here. With the Bocce Cafe. Who's representing the great Bocce Cafe?
Owner Nolan Evers.
And what have you done for yourself here?
Here's our pastry chef, Erica. We have a layered strawberry cake with strawberry rhubarb mousse carved into the shape of the roller coaster with chocolate boxes and chocolate dipped strawberry people.
Very, very nice. Is it all the way through? Is it cake all the way through? Judges, not to sway you, but audience, have you seen this cake? Very, very nice. The Emerald City Thriller, 1962 to 2002. Very nice. Bocce Cafe, Cascadia Restaurant. Carrie Sears, where are you? There you are, Carrie. And cashing in on the popularity of a donut, Krispy Kreme. What have you created, Terry?
It's a donut experience, of course. And can I say any more? 520 donuts later, and I'm sick and tired. I'm not going to eat another donut.
How many did you eat, Carrie, along the way?
2 a day. And that's been 5 days, so 10 donuts.
What? Who else do you have to thank for this creation?
Krispy Kreme donuts. Hold back, but Krispy Kreme gave me all the donuts, and it's been a lot of fun.
And just to whet your appetite, you would also like to thank Home Depot, because they actually
the Home Depot supplied the plumbing, and that's what's in here, PVC pipe and holding the thing together. But it is cake and donuts.
I know whenever I think about eating something, I like to think about the plumbing. Thank you, Carrie. Very, very nice. Four Seasons Olympic, Four Seasons. Where's the Four Seasons? There you are, the beautiful Four Seasons Hotel, the only five-star hotel in Seattle, right? Your name, sir?
Artist Carlsons.
Gesundheit. What have you created?
It's a white chocolate raspberry cake and has northwest theme with the eagle and the golden delicious apples and Space Needle here. So,
and the inside is?
It's white chocolate raspberry. Everything is edible.
White chocolate. Everything is edible, including the eagle. That's beautiful. Look at that, huh, Tony? The sugar. It's made out of sugar. Hey, there's no time for Q&A. Where do you think you are? A Mariners game or something? Okay. Thank you very much. It is beautiful. The golf course at Newcastle. Where's the golf course? There you are. The beautiful golf course at Newcastle. Wonderful place to play golf. Two different courses there. Yes. Okay. What have you created?
It's a multi-layered chocolate cake with Marionberry filling, celebrating Seattle Center.
Marionberry, another great mayor. A little crack cocaine on the side. That's kind of nice. Great. Okay, from the golf course at Newcastle. Congratulations. Oh, come on. Come on, Slick. Give me something for that one. All right. Palomino. Palomino Restaurant. What have you done, sir?
This is our chocolate tiramisu.
Say no more. Chocolate tiramisu. How many calories in one slice? What do you think?
Too many.
Right. All right, audience, judges, don't forget to look for the tiramisu as well. Let's see, Salty's and Alki. I'll tell you, if I wanted to crash an airplane, right there at Salty's is the place to go. Salty's and Alki, what have you done?
A white chocolate mousse cake with chocolate seashells and sprayed in white chocolate.
It is beautiful. And what is inside now?
White chocolate mousse.
White chocolate mousse. And all of this is edible, is that right?
Sugar in the rock. It's all edible.
Very nice. Okay, thank you. That's very beautiful. Salty's at Alki. Thank you very much. Schwartz Brothers Bakery, Gretchen Shoebox Express. Where are you? There you are. How you doing? My goodness, is this it right here? Judges, get a good look at this. What is your theme?
We are celebrating all the theaters here at the Seattle Center. Many people, places to have a good time.
What's inside?
Two kinds of cake. Sponge cake with white chocolate mousse and raspberry jam, and chocolate mousse cake.
Beautiful. You like that one? All right. Don't be showing your bias over there. Brad Good from another television station. Sheraton, Seattle Hotel and Towers. Where are you guys? Here you are. This is great. What have you done?
We've got a Seattle espresso truffle tort here today, covered in ganache and sugar and chocolate decorations. I love this, man. And flowers.
Can I ask you, what does this thing weigh? Who had to carry this in here?
Holly did. Well, let's just say we've got at least 40 pounds of chocolate here. So it's probably about, I don't know, 60 pounds, something like that.
Good Lord, that is gorgeous. Thank you very much from the Sheraton. Hey, the Space Needle, Sky City Restaurant, where are you? There you are. Oh, what have you done?
We have our original 1962 dessert, the Lunar Orbiter, which is ice cream with chocolate sauce and strawberries, and we have dry ice that makes it foam up and that sort of thing. It's our original 1962, but we're giving out Starbucks Mud Pie new ice cream.
Okay, so is this what people actually had brought to the table back in '62?
And they're still getting it today.
This is the size and this is the way it was brought to you with all this shrubbery?
It's really difficult to maneuver, but we do it.
Okay, absolutely gorgeous. For $1, can anybody tell me how fast they can make the Space Needle restaurant turn? Anyone for $1, $1, anyone, yes?
1 hour.
No. How fast can it go all the way around? No. How fast? They turn it up, they crank it up, they really get going.
3 miles an hour.
No, it makes it around at 15 minutes is the fastest it can go. 15 minutes, but a lot of people get sick, so they don't do that. Okay, the W Hotel. Where's the W? There you are. The beautiful W Hotel. Oh my, that's very nice. What have you done for yourself?
We did a cake for the people of Seattle Center and all the international people that come here, and it's the people's cake.
Very nice. Thank you, Sue. That is really something. Thank you, Sue. Let's see. Oh, the Westin. There you are. Hello. How are you? What have you done?
I've got a chocolate cake enclosed in a chocolate box. It's white chocolate mousse, dark chocolate mousse, and a layer of decadence inside.
You have the crowd on your side there. Hey, Sue, I didn't ask you, what's inside your cake?
We have 3 kinds of flavors: hazelnut, devil's food cake, and white velvet.
Oh my God. A lot of people don't know this, but during the Olympics, a very, very rich family took Sue and a couple other people from the W Hotel to live with them in Salt Lake. And Sue prepared, I don't know how many meals for these folks for like 18 days, right? Too many. Well, hopefully you were well paid. Your work is outstanding. Thank you, Sue, as everyone else is as well. Virginia, those are our celebrity cake makers and our chefs and pastry chefs from all over the place.
What if we get a big hand for all of the cakes and all of the chefs and all of the donors of those? Thank you so much. And now comes the moment that you've all been waiting for. It's for me to pronounce Isaiah Kazavinsky's name correctly, and to welcome him, he is here. And he's going to present our first award, which is the Best Built Cake.
Here you are.
Good to see you. How about those Seahawks today? You got the draft day today. I'm going to present the Best Built Cake. I think this one was a crowd favorite. It's going to be for Cascadia Restaurant. It's the cake with the most architectural design. And I think the designer of the cake was lying when he said he only had 2 donuts a day. That's kind of hard to do. But, oh, here you go. Yay!
Very nice, thank you.
And our second cake, most futuristic, Tony Ventreella.
Let the irony sink in that Tony doing most futuristic.
Thank you, John. No, that's all right. Thank you. Oh, thank you. There they are. Yes, you know, when I started in Seattle, John was just 12 years old, and his level of talent has remained the same all these years. No.
That's about, yeah.
Here we go. No, stick to the cake, he said. All beautiful cakes, by the way, and great day for this. It's pleasure to be here. The cake that best connects with the future. And here it is, the Four Seasons Olympic Hotel winning the most futuristic. Where are they? Oh. Nice to see. One of 2 5-star hotels represented today, by the way. I think the W is too, isn't it? I don't know.
Stop causing problems. From another television station. Go ahead.
And now our judge, Peter Alexander, would you come up and present most festive, the life of the party cake?
All right, the life of the party cake. Now, first of all, I want you to know that the judges were allowed to communicate with each other, so I think we're all in agreement that most certainly the life of the party cake belongs to the golf club at Newcastle, right there. Mike Bryan, thank you. It's got like 14 different colors. I mean, that's the life of a party.
Well, and joining us is one who can look back with us and find the most nostalgic, Nicole Broder, 40 years of the region's best gathering place. Which cake captures that?
Well, I haven't been here 40 years. I'm feeling like I have, though. Well, I'm looking at this one. The winner of the most nostalgic cake is a Bocce Cafe, and that is the roller coaster. So if anybody has been on a roller coaster, you can appreciate this one. It's lovely. I just want to know, can you tell us what's inside?
It's a strawberry cake with strawberry rhubarb mousse, and it's layered, has vanilla buttercream and strawberry jam on top.
And it's got little people and what are inside of them. Oh, it's strawberry people too. Groovy. We couldn't get a good look because all the other folks were.
Nicole, just stick to the newspaper stuff. Don't be doing this.
Get to them all.
Maybe interviewing her.
Okay. Congratulations. I'm sorry, John.
My job. Sit down.
All right, Todd Johnson, to present the most artistic, the most artistically inclined.
Hey, first of all of you, thank you for coming out and being a part of this event. What? What? No, no, see, that's the thing. I had to wrestle the microphone away from John. It was a little bit of a challenge. It is my privilege to be a part of this event today, and fortunately the sun came out, so I'll be able to escape here with my life, so I appreciate that. When you do the weather for a living, you have to take things in very small little steps. The award for the most artistic cake, which is supposed to connect with the more than 5,000 performances that go on here on campus at Seattle Center every year, goes to Salties on Alki. Now, this is the cake that had the lovely little seashells, and again, what was on the inside of this cake?
It's a white chocolate mousse cake.
White chocolate mousse, but the best part about this cake, by the way, there's your wonderful certificate. The best part about this cake, John, sugar in the raw. If you can find a way to use sugar in the raw properly, then you have accomplished an awful lot. Would you like your mic back?
Somehow that seems dirty. Sit down.
Oh. And now for the best museum piece, the presenter, the judge, Brad Cook. Wait, did I do that? Good. Okay, so I need my glasses.
I answered anything, that's okay. And I've been called a lot worse. That's okay, my dear.
But you're a great cook. You're a good cook. That must be it.
No, I'm best museum piece. As far as did we get this? That is Tony, the museum. The best museum piece, it's gotten a lot of attention sitting over there. And that is the Sheraton Seattle Hotel and Towers. That's that big 60-pound cake, I think you guys said it was. So that's a heavy cake. But so make sure you get a piece of that. And I don't want to hear that it's too sweet or too much cake. You got to go for that. Nice job, you guys.
Thanks, Brad. Thank you, Brad.
And Slick Watts, you're going to present our most athletic, our best athletic cake.
First of all, you notice the schedule. This will be over about 1:30. Now don't forget to go home and turn on the television and say go Sonics and San Antonio Spurs. We got to win this game.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now as I turn and I look, I'm a little guilty because I eat at all these places.
Same day.
And so it was kind of hard for me to judge. I was kind of partial. You know, I said to myself, I want to give this person the most improved, the most this and that. And every time I did that, I know the owner, so it was hard for me. So I had to choose the most athletic cake. And you got to remember, when you chose the most athletic cake, you got to choose the cake that look like it's doing a lot, but it keep it very simple. And even though you jump high and dunk, sometimes you got to make the easy lay-in. So the day we chose Palominos for the most athletic cake because of its taste. They kept it nice and simple and good. Could you tell me what's in this bad boy?
It's a chocolate tiramisu soaked in espresso and rum.
The rum that make you jump high.
Yeah, we were going for flavor points on this one.
That's it. That's it.
Good. All right, Slick. All
And
right.
John,
You give the reward.
And John, I think you're going to tell us which
Oh, yeah.
cake is the most theatrical.
Most theatrical. Well, I'd like to give it to Slick. But I got to give it to a cake, and it's going to go to the Space Needle. Oh, here it is. How could I miss this? Most theatrical, of course. Congratulations. Where's the Space Needle? Oh, there you are. Okay. Don't stand away from it. It makes people nervous when you actually leave your cake.
I'm sorry, I was over there with the ice cream. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And Nicole Broder, you're going to come back and join us again for the best dressed cake. I'll make this short and sweet.
You can see why he asked you to do best
This
dressed.
was easy. This was the most beautiful cake, simply done. The Westin Seattle won best dressed. Stand between the two of them. And now, appropriately, JP and Gertrude, you're going to come up and present the most inspirational from inspiring 40 years of little kids.
So, you know, we're not hurting anyone's feelings here.
If you had a restaurant, would you invite him?
No.
You know, Tony has better looking legs than you, Gertrude. Tony, would you stand up? I want to compare. He's from that other station. Now, do we give them the award or do we get the cake? Oh, the award, okay. It goes to W Hotel. All right, here we go. I like it because it said world peace, and we can only hope and pray that someday there will be world peace. And your name is?
Sue McCown.
And how long did it take you to put this beautiful cake together?
Oh, about 20 hours.
20 hours. Did you get paid for overtime? No. What's in the cake?
Hazelnut cake, devil's food cake, white velvet with a peanut butter crunch.
Wow, you got them all in there. Congratulations. Okay, where's the guy from the other station? Oh.
Thank you, JP. Thank you, Gertrude. Well done. All right.
Okay, and now we need a little drum roll in the moment you've all been waiting for, at least for the last 20 minutes, the best overall, best of show presentation by the Mayor of the City of Seattle, Greg Nichols.
Here we go.
Thank you, Virginia. It's great to see everybody here. John, could you join me for just a second? Sure. For all the young people out here, I used to be chair of the Board of Health, and I want you to look at John's forehead and remember that when your parents tell you to put on sunscreen, this is the reason. Even on a cloudy day, things can happen. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
It is great to be here on the Seattle Center's birthday. Welcome to Seattle's Family Room. All right. Before I make this award, I do want to acknowledge one special person who's here, standing over behind JP. That's my nephew, Bobby Nichols, who was born at noon on April 20th, 9 years ago. So, happy birthday, Bobby. This is a great place, and we've got some wonderful, wonderful work that's been done to celebrate this birthday. But the best of show, the best overall, the cake with 10 million reasons to like it, and that's one for every calorie. You can eat it 9 times a year if you could. That celebrates the fact we have 10 million visitors a year at the Seattle Center, and that 82% of Seattle residents visit here 9 times a year. The Swartz Brothers Bakery, Gretchen's, of course, nice. Shoebox Express, best of show. Congratulations. Tell us a little bit about your cake and your inspiration.
Well, actually, I've been coming to the Seattle Center since I was 13. Oops. Now you know. Great place, wonderful place. Bumper shoot every year. So my partner Kathy and I came together.
I started on the Space Needle last Wednesday because she has a significant other who said, but it just isn't complete without the Space Needle towering over everything. And they're just such wonderful venues here for all the different artistic expressions that can be made. So that's how it all came together. We've collaborated for about 14 years now, and so Patricia said, would you like to participate? I became the Space Needle girl.
So this cake took 14 years to make.
Got that right.
All right, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're now going to ask
May I get all the judges to gather up here, kind of behind the winning cake, and if you would all go up there. John, what's our next move?
Okay, as the judges move back into position, so we can go for the big photo op. Cole, you might want to take those glasses off. Let's see. We're going to invite Slick Watts. Now, Slick represents the past. I hate to say that about you, Slick, but you're representing the past today. Okay? Somebody has to. Slick representing the past of Seattle will be at the front table, okay? Get ready, everybody. We're going to sing Happy Birthday here in about 1 minute. Get in there, Gertrude. And representing the future of Seattle, of course, the youth, the young ones, Miley and Petra are in there as well. They're going to help put the candles on the cake. We're all going to sing. Oh, also, happy birthday to Dora Bebo. She is 50 years old today. Dora Bebo.
Keep an eye on this stuff.
Dora, happy birthday. I promise to say happy birthday to you. And tell your son that doesn't count as a birthday present. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, now.
Light that candle. You ready to go? Where's our lighter? Okay. And the mayor is going to lead us in Happy Birthday. Your Honor, are you going to sing this for us? Yeah, hold on, wait.
Here we go. Now we've got we have one more candle here. Yeah. All right.
We have another candle to light. Miley, you going to light that one? Here we go. There's a lighter over here. All right. There we go. All right. Okay. Your Honor, I'll give you the mic and you can lead everybody a nice happy birthday.
I'm not going to become known as the singing mayor, but I will kick us off here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Senator. Happy birthday to you. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thanks to all of our celebrity judges and, of course, to all of our wonderful chefs as well. This is what you've been waiting to hear. Tony Ventreella will be signing autographs right over here. That and let's eat some cake. And you can come up on either side, right, Virginia? Okay. What's that?
Okay. Thank you, and we invite you all. Thank you so much. These are the cultural festivals that make this such a rich gathering place. Please join the Cherry Blossom Festival after you have your cake here. Thank you all very much.
Okay.
It was quite a show. Thank you.
Now you.
Of time to 1962 to look at the needle next. Evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. We thought we'd try something a little different tonight. We're going to take you back in time. The year is 1962. It is April 16th, to be more precise. Seattle's getting ready to host the World's Fair, and everybody is talking about, ta-da, the Space Needle. In fact, King Television decides it's going to do an entire half-hour show all about the Space Needle. We thought, hey, with 40 years coming up, why not repeat it? So you are about to see the program as it aired back in 1962 in brilliant black and white. Watch.
Guess where I am? I'm on top of the needle. Oh, what needle do you think I mean? Yeah, that's right. You don't believe me? Well, let me show you. Seriously, thousands of visitors to this very spot have been making long-distance phone calls like that in the past 2 weeks. For Seattleites have been getting a preview of the most spectacular attraction at the World's Fair. They've been riding up to the top of the Space Needle where the observation deck is already in business. The restaurant isn't open yet and won't be until April 21st. But on this telecast, you're going to visit the already famous Eye of the Needle and watch the dress rehearsal of the fine service that will soon be offered in the world's highest revolving restaurant. Our television cameras are now stationed at the base of the needle, in the restaurant, and here on the top. And we're ready to bring you one of the great stories in the building of a World's Fair. It's the story of a private venture by a group of Seattle citizens who caught fair fever and built the best-known symbol of the Century 21 exposition. There's little doubt the Space Needle will become the symbol of the city in both the 20th and the 21st centuries. I'm Bill Nielsen, and this is another view of the world of tomorrow.
World of Tomorrow, an inside view of Century 21,
the Seattle World's Fair. It's about a 45-second ride from the ground for two of the Space Needle's 3 elevators. And that in itself is a memorable experience which you will enjoy vicariously before this telecast is over. Once on top, every World's Fair visitor will see almost startling proof that nature provided Seattle with an incomparable setting for a city. From the top of the tallest building west of the Mississippi, you can stand in one spot and scan the horizon from the Cascade Mountains to the Olympics. Did we say building? To tell the truth, they hardly ever make buildings like this. A 3-story building standing on 3 steel legs, the lower floor 500 feet in the air. It seems hard to believe now that early last year the builders still didn't have a site for their tower, and that ground was broken here just 1 year ago. The site finally selected is near the eastern edge of the fairgrounds at Broad and Thomas Streets, about halfway up the Needle. On the north side, all of the fair except for the Science Pavilion is spread out below. Although it happened largely because of the availability of land, the location seems like a happy choice now, especially for the preview package of a monorail ride and a trip to the top of the Needle. Privately financed by a group of 5 local people, the Space Needle cost well in excess of $4 million. Although not exactly an orthodox investment, this is a business venture. And through more than 2 weeks of limited operations, it has already lived up to advanced billing. Already before the fair opens, 100,000 people have been to the top of the Needle.
I've been talking with Mr. Alfred Fast, who is the project architect on this Space Needle project for John Graham and Company. When did the work first begin on this project, design-wise, Al?
Well, we started to design about the spring of 1959.
How did you arrive at this particular design?
This was a long, drawn-out process, going through many, many designs, sketches, and choices of materials, type of towers, concrete or steel. We had square towers and round towers, some of them supported by cables or guide, until we finally evolved this design and material.
Well, I, for one, am very delighted that you arrived at this particular design.
It seems to find a lot of acclaim.
Let's say it was 1962 and you wanted to build a Space Needle. What would it cost you? $4 million. That's it. A couple of years ago, it cost $20 million to do the renovation on the Space Needle. We'll take a break. I'll let you ponder this. Has the Space Needle expanded at all since 1962? We'll answer that question, and we'll take a look back at how they built it. An Evening Magazine comes right back.
What's the best part about watching Hollywood Squares?
The pie-eating contest.
No, it's sexy stars like Kelly Hu, Bo Derek, and Vivica A. Fox.
This is so exciting.
Hollywood Squares, tonight at 7:30 on King 5.
On this week's Northwest Backroads, visit the Grand Ole Opry in the middle of Death Valley and step into the spirit of the Wild West.
Northwest Backroads, Saturday at 7 on King 5.
Hi, I'm Dr. Scott Strongen from Group Health Cooperative.
And I'm Jean Anderson with this King 5 Health Link tip. To squeeze a little extra exercise into your day, park further from work.
A little further from the mall entrance.
Or use the stairs, not the elevator. For more tips like these, go to king5.com and click on Health Link.
To access Group Health's fitness guide, it's an online library of doctor-recommended advice for good health and fitness.
A message from Group Health Cooperative and King 5.
More like this.
Want expert help whenever you need it? At Office Depot, our people listen, understand, and help.
How can I make these look like they're not just from my home office?
Some digital...
It'd be nice if everything was like that. Office Depot. What you need to know.
Bring the warmth of spring into your home with the newest styles from Levitt's. Levitt's has complete rooms of furniture marked with one low rooms for less price. There are rooms for less savings for every room in your home, plus savings on single pieces, kids' rooms, and mattresses. And you'll get an entire year with no down payment, no interest, and no monthly payments. Or pay today and you'll get an extra 5% off everything. Warm up your home with beautiful new furniture from Levitt's.
Moolah, greenbacks, cold hard cash. Whatever you call it, Chevy's rolling great offers your way. Move into spring with $2,002 cash back or 0% APR financing on most Chevy cars. Plus, get an additional $500 cash back on Cavalier for a total of $2,502. So stop in, visit, come on through, whatever you call it. Visit us online or get to your Northwest Chevy dealer.
0 hour approaches. A gold and ivory Space Needle towers in the sky above Seattle.
Welcome back, everyone. Just before the commercial break, I asked you kind of a trick question. Has the needle expanded at all since it was originally constructed back in 1962? And the trick answer is, yeah, it can expand about 1 inch on really hot days. We're actually in the middle of watching a show that originally aired on April 16th, 1962. All about the Space Needle. Engineers, builders, and architects went to great heights to build the needle. In fact, it was the tallest structure west of the Mississippi 40 years ago. Let's go back to our program.
Visualize, if you will, the situation here only last April. The Space Needle Corporation had acquired from City Light a piece of land 120 feet square, and that was all. As tests proved, the land provided an ideal footing for the tower, and the work began.
Howard S. Wright Construction Company, prime contractors, dug a Y-shaped excavation 30 feet deep. At the bottom, before the main pour, concrete pads were put in position for the anchor bolts. The excavation was laced with 250 tons of reinforcing steel and 72 huge steel anchor bolts for the legs, in addition to another 24 for the tower's core. The bolts seen here are actually 4 inches in diameter and over 31 feet long. A group of anchor bolts like this for one side of a double leg weighed 12 tons. When the anchor bolts and the reinforcing steel were in place, they began the pour. 470 truckloads of concrete came to the site in one 12-hour day, the largest continuous building concrete pour in the West. 5,600 tons of concrete. The foundation is far heavier than the 3,500 tons of steel in the tower. In fact, it's so massive that the center of gravity of the whole structure is very near ground level. That is the solid base of safety that was designed into the Space Needle. And from the base on up, the same extra margin of safety was built into the tower. The largest wide flange steel beams ever rolled were used in fabricating the leg sections. 3 of them were welded together, flange to flange, to form a 3-sided tube. And the tubes were then stiffened with diaphragms. A 90-foot section weighs 90,000 pounds. United States Steel Company's new structural carbon steel, called A36, was specified because it provided 10% greater strength. Each of the Space Needle's tripod legs has 2 of these mighty triangular tubes joined at intervals by cross members. The legs angle up till they almost meet at the needle's slim waist. Then they flare out again to support the top house. The compound curve required in leg sections forming the waist presented a special problem, but it was accomplished by heating the beams in a precise pattern to produce the desired camber. Fabrication and erection was handled by the Structural Steel Division of Pacific Car and Foundry Company. Like most construction projects for the Seattle World's Fair, this one presented new and revolutionary problems. Pacific Car designed and built a special derrick crane for the job. It was installed inside the core, could rotate on its base a full 360 degrees, at a capacity of 45 tons. As the steel core grew around the derrick, eventually it boxed itself in. About once a week, the crane lifted itself inside the core to a new level, and so repeated the operation until the project was completed. After the steel work began, the needle rose at the rate of about 120 feet a month. Columns throughout the full height of the tower are joined by high tensile bolts. From top to bottom, there are altogether 60,000 bolts in the complete structure, most of them 1-inch bolts. About the only thing that delayed the work was a high wind. And even when the wind was too much for a long cable haul, the crews usually proceeded with some other work. Thanks to regular safety meetings and the determination of all hands, the towering symbol of the fair was completed without a single lost time accident on the job. The final big lift for the special crane was the stainless steel point of the needle, a gas-lit beacon that will light up every 15 minutes after sundown during the fair.
What holds the Space Needle in place? 72 bolts, each one of them 30 feet in length. Now, the Space Needle does sway. I don't know if you've ever been up there on a windy day, but in high winds, it's able to sway 1 inch for every 10 miles per hour. Take a break. We'll come right back. Who came up with the idea that the Space Needle should be as high as it is? We'll answer that question right after this.
You are watching another facet of Seattle's World of Tomorrow, the fantastic Space Needle, which is already a famous symbol of the Seattle World's Fair. Even before it was completed, this elegant steel spire had become one of the most widely known and recognized structures in the world. And now it's time to show you what the spectacular elevator ride is like, although you naturally have to be here in person to get the full effect. The specially designed high-speed Otis elevators ride up the sides of the triangular core of the needle at a speed of 800 feet per minute. Vertically streamlined, shaped like a capsule, the elevators have vision ports above the 4-foot level, which gives you a view of the Earth falling away beneath you. Inside the core, there are 2 sets of 832 stair steps, but they're not likely to be used as they're designed for emergency purposes only.
The final elevator did arrive 2 days before the World's Fair opened. The elevators would then take 20,000 people a day to the tippy top. Who determined that the Space Needle should be as high as it is? We'll answer that question and a few other interesting ones as we continue now with our broadcast as it originally aired on April 16th, 1962.
Before determining the height of the top house on the Space Needle, view soundings were taken from a helicopter at various heights. The height finally selected puts the restaurant level at 150 feet higher than the top of Queen Anne Hill. Those who have already visited the Needle often comment on the fact that at this height, the hill is strangely flattened out. In any case, there's an unobstructed view of the panorama. Around the glass-enclosed pavilion of the observation deck, there's an outdoor promenade for those who like the wind in their hair. Altogether, this level on the tower will accommodate 350 people at one time. There are coin-operated telescopes on the outdoor rim to bring the mountains or the ships in the harbor even closer. And of course, this is the place where the shutterbugs are already snapping away at a furious pace. Who wants to miss such high-angle shots all the way around the horizon? Another feature of the Space Needle is the world's largest carillon. Some 39 stentors, about 20 to 54 inches in length, are located at the 200-foot level on the tower. When the bells peal out, at times they may be heard as far as 10 miles away. Leading American and European carillonneurs will be invited to perform during the World's Fair. The Space Needle carillon has 549 bells and an elaborate console in a glass-enclosed booth at the base of the tower. Their work on the instrument is nearing completion now. As you can see, the performer at the controls will be in full view of the crowds waiting for their elevator to the top.
Now, 5 days after the airing of the program, the carillon bells of the Seattle Space Needle got a chance to ring 549 times for the official opening of the World's Fair. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. In '62, the world marveled at these things. Never seen anything like it before. Vending machines. Right after this. Join me, John Curley, for Evening Magazine's 10th anniversary Best of Western Washington. It's the
World of Tomorrow, the fantastic Space Needle.
Welcome back, everyone. You're kind of watching a classic rerun here. The show that we're showing you originally aired on April 16th, 1962. All about the Space Needle. Now, the producers of this particular show, King 5, were fascinated by the big revolving restaurant, the largest and tallest in the world at the time. But before the cameras could make it to the top, they'd stop and marvel at these new things called vending machines.
In keeping with the simulated ride through space in the elevator, the starters are dressed in bright-colored spacesuits. But in either costumes or decorations, the space theme ends when you reach the top. At capacity, the Needle cannot be expected to handle more than about 25% of the total fair attendance during the 6 months of the exposition. Extra money was spent on overtime to get ready before the fair so that Seattle people would have an opportunity to go to the top before our visitors arrive. The early birds haven't enjoyed the plush service of the restaurant, but they could eat at the snack bar. Here, a battery of automatic machines make change for dollar bills, dispense fresh brewed coffee, ice-cold drinks, hot sandwiches, and a variety of other snacks. Nobody anywhere on the fairgrounds will ever be more than a few steps away from something to eat. But of course, there's only one eye of the Needle. This is the kitchen inside the ring on the main floor. Chef René Schiess, seen in action here, has planned a cuisine befitting to the loftiest restaurant in all the West. Chef Schiess brings to the eye of the Needle 12 years of experience in leading European restaurants, and he has been sous chef, or the number 2 man, in the Olympic kitchen since 1959. Preliminary food preparation and dishwashing in this unique restaurant are located on the mezzanine floor just above us. Food comes down and dishes go up by dumbwaiter. Although the kitchen is reasonably compact, the 2 floors provide more space than you might have imagined. Waitresses can enter on this level at either end of the moon-shaped room. And in case you are one of those who has the idea that the whole restaurant turns, this kitchen is just as stationary as your own.
Keeping things running smoothly at the world's tallest revolving restaurant required some proper engineering and some good planning. Take a look.
Our camera is now stationed in the reception foyer of the restaurant, looking out to the revolving ring. The foyer is part of the stationary core of the top house. As soon as the guests are seated, our camera will not be moving. Neither is the outside wall. As we hold in a fixed position, watch the table and the guests move slowly out of the picture. The moving portion of the floor has steel wheels that roll on 2 tracks. It's equipped with 48 anti-friction bearing rollers. Fully loaded, the turntable weighs about 90 tons. But believe it or not, a 1 horsepower electric motor keeps it turning. Moving at this speed, there is no perceptible feeling of motion when you're seated at a table. But in 1 hour, you will move all the way around the circle and back to your starting point. Bill Nielsen, our World's Fair observer, is now talking with John White, restaurant manager. As you may have heard, the functioning of the turntable is so smooth that you can balance a $50 on its edge or stand a cigarette on its end. You realize you're moving only when you glance up after a few moments of conversation and see that your view has changed. Dress rehearsals will soon be over. At noon on Saturday, full-scale operations begin at the Eye of the Needle. Towering high above the myriad of other exhibits and extraordinary structures on the fairgrounds, the Space Needle stands as the symbol of a new day in the history of Seattle and the Pacific Northwest, destined to be one of the major tourist attractions of the region for many years to come. And it is an outstanding example of the way in which many people have contributed to the building of America's first space-age World's Fair, now only 4.5 days away.
Back in 1966, a young local kid wanted to get to the top of the Space Needle and have dinner. They were having a contest. All he had to do was memorize 3 chapters from Scripture. He did it, and he won the contest. That young boy's name? Bill Gates. And now you know the rest of the story. It's Paul Harvey. Good day. Hey, quick programming note for you. Coming up,